when I was in Mexico. Some Jew nigger stalker faggot showed up in Mexico where I was trying to chill out. I went there because weed is legal. They decided they wanted to keep fucking with me in Mexico, and he accused me of being like Charles Manson. Specifically, what he said is that Charles Manson didn't kill anybody. He got other people to kill on his behalf. There's a long story on Facebook and in my book involving spiritual awakening and great compassion for all of the suffering in this world, and it involves quantum AI and cryptocurrencies and all kinds of shit, universal basic income, censorship resistant social media. You know, some real human rights activist kind of shit. Now, anyway, and then I made some jokes such as, is there a Nazi party in Israel, you know, for the Aryan Jews? That was in response to Eliza Schlesinger on Mayim Bialik's podcast. I made a lot like how many Jew bankers did Hitler terminate? They killed my son. I got really deep into. Anyway, I caused some terrorism, and then in January there were massive forest fires in Los Angeles. I remember I told that guy about Friedrich Nietzsche's philosophy on Christianity. Anyway, you're gonna burn for what you're doing to me right now, so I forgive you. It's kind of like that. It's out of context. I don't wanna go over it. Um, I guess this is more aimed at people that have been following my story on Facebook. People that are kind of already on the same page of the book of my life story. So I'm watching Netflix right now. I'm gonna flip it here. Chaos, the Manson murders. And in this particular scene, we're exploring how the CIA experimented in mind control. It was the CIA objective of MK Ultra. So this is some Netflix bullshit. It's edutainment. You can't rely on the facts being presented. There's a lot of people who say that L. Ron Hubbard was also a CIA asset. It seems that I've oh, I was disconnected for a moment. I said I've seen this. I've said this before on Facebook. Uh, it, it, there's a lot of people suggesting that the CIA subsidizes a lot of cults. Scientology, Charles Manson. There's a lot. I made a joke on Facebook about. I said I want to thank the CIA for showing the world how radicalization can be used to defeat superpowers. This was in the context of the Afghanistan withdrawal. I said basically it's like this: there are 72 virgins in heaven, and now we will show you how to make a bomb out of piss. For those of you who have not been following along, you mix urea with nitric acid, concentrated urine with nitric acid, and it makes urea nitrate, which is chemically similar to ammonium nitrate. It's a fertilizer. It's also very unstable. You have to be careful with it. If you mix it with diesel fuel, you can plastify it, and then it's a lot more stable. That's ammonium nitrate is what was used by Timothy McVeigh to blow up the Murrah building in Oklahoma City. Killed over 400 people. Blah blah blah. It's the CIA seems to like there's a TED talk about how the FBI creates terrorism. They find mentally ill people and they entrap them. They sell them guns. They do all kinds of shit. They entrap them into committing terrorism. The FBI does domestic terrorism. They also seem to like to make non-violent protests violent so that they can break them up. Like January 6th, for example. Um, there's a lot of reports about FBI insiders and CIA cults, and now, very recently, I was accused of being like Charles Manson, and I'm watching this Charles Manson documentary on Netflix, and they start talking about the CIA and MK Ultra. So you can look up MK Ultra on Wikipedia if you're interested. Um, just wanted to share my feelings. Um, I think maybe one of my neighbors is dead. I didn't kill her. I'm in Osaka right now. I'm in Japan. I have a neighbor in Canada, and I think, well, I have a lot of neighbors in Canada that were basically stalking me, listening to me through the paper thin walls of my apartment. People who seem to follow me around, people that I've seen in Nepal and Thailand and China and Japan and Canada and Mexico, and now I'm back in Japan and I'm dealing with the same stalker cunts. And I'm under the impression that some of them are dead. One in particular. And also, there have been massive catastrophes that have resulted in human casualties. And how do I feel about it? I don't give a shit. Well, that is not quite true. I actually feel kind of good about it. And you can go back and read my book, which is about how I was trying to create a censorship resistant social media network when I lived in communist China, and how I wanted to solve world poverty and answer all of life's most important questions with quantum AI. And my whole life, I've basically been getting stalked by some faggots that rip off all my good ideas and get funding from Jew bankers, and I get zero credit. And also, they fuck my girlfriends and blah blah blah. So I don't know. It's a massive shitstorm, and I feel that I am an artiste. I have painted a shitstorm in your life. I drew the broad strokes, and other people pulled the trigger. And generally, I don't feel that I'm like Charles Manson exactly. I think I'm much more sophisticated and much less full of shit. Then again, I grew up in the age of the internet and I have access to a lot more information, but I feel just a little bit less arrogant than Charles Manson. A little bit less sure of myself. On a personal level, I don't. We have, and also I killed way more fucking people than Charles Manson without doing shit. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not responsible. I just shared my thoughts and feelings on social media. I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. I'm not responsible. But I killed way more fucking people than Charles. Well, I did not kill way more fucking people than Charles Manson did not kill. Like that. And that's about it. I feel that I have a history with the intelligence community and Hollywood. These are my colleagues. I feel that these people wanted me to commit suicide. And generally, I'm very happy that it's all blowing up in their faces. But there has been some collateral damage. Maybe some uninvolved people got hurt or died, and that is unfortunate. But generally, I'm very proud of myself. I did not kill way more fucking people than Charles Manson did not kill. Way more. I didn't murder way more fucking people than Charles Manson. uh, mm, that's how I feel about it right now at this particular moment as I'm watching this, having just eaten some ramen noodles and an ice cream. But when I'm in a more depressed state, when I'm feeling shitty, There's a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt. Oh, am I a good person? Right now, I can tell you, yes, I am a good person, and I did not do shit. I'm a good person. I didn't do shit. I'm not responsible for any death and destruction. I'm a social media commentator. I'm a comedian, philosopher, tech enthusiast, business consultant, human being. I just wanted to, now that I'm being reminded by this documentary that Charles Manson didn't kill anybody, I just wanted to comment on the fact that I did not kill way more fucking people than him, and I'm very fucking proud of it at this particular time. So much so that I can eat ramen noodles and have an ice cream as I'm watching this documentary about people who got stabbed 50 or so times in the back or whatever. I don't give a shit. Just my stalkers are trash and I hope they're terrified. And no, I don't hope that they're terrified. Terrified is not exactly the correct emotion. But I don't think that they're capable of feeling shame. I don't think these people are capable of feeling shame. I wish they felt ashamed of themselves. I wish they were regretful, but they're too narcissistic to feel those emotions. They're way too narcissistic and self involved to feel shame and regret. So, generally, yeah, I hope they're terrified. That's about it. I hope they're terrified, embarrassed, angry. I hope they're angry about being embarrassed. I hope they're really upset. I don't think they're capable of feeling shame and regret. I have felt shame and regret. Mostly, I just hope that my enemy feels angry, terrified, and embarrassed. And fuck you.